decide. Yeah, we can eat all this, Mark. Yeah.
Boom, boom. You make those?
All right, well,
all right.
Our
Restore
cardio.
order. Restore order.
Since we have our cardio, we can actually eat some of these delicious brownies.
Right?
Yes, you can go from grocery to gourmet, and the founder of Beverly Hills Brownie Company, Bobby Greenfield, is here.
Bobby!
Oh. You have an extremely popular place in Beverly Hills. You make these extraordinary brownies, but I hear you have a very special connection to one of my favorite chefs of all time, Bobby Flay. What is that?
Well, Bobby Flay was signing his new barbecue cookbook up the street at one of the stores, and I toddled over with a bunch of brownies and got in line, got my cookbook signed, and he opened them up and broke into them, and right then and there said, "It's really good," when he bit into our red velvet.
Oh,
he did
well, we actually have a tape.
It was a moment of sheer validation.
Let's see that moment.
Here it is.
Here we go.
Is that a red velvet brownie? Let me tell you something about this. I've had a hard time making these. I've tried it. It's
241 batches.
Really? There's a secret to it. Is that true?
Well, for me, it took me 241 tries.
It's not as easy as you think it's going to be.
He's eating it again. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Well, were you at Color Me Mine? Were you at Color Me Mine?
Williams-Sonoma.
Williams-Sonoma. Gosh, it looked like one of those Color Me Mine places. I thought that was an odd place to have a book signing, but it makes more sense.
Coloring in the books.
Williams-Sonoma. And he liked it.
I can't wait.
Go for it.
But if it's good
Okay,
for
let us
Bobby.
know. If it's good. All right.
Oh,
Wait.
look at what's inside of that.
What's inside of it?
A surprise. It's a filling.
Wow.
Oh, there's
A
stuff in
vanilla
there.
cream
in
cheese
there.
Oh my
filling.
gosh. Well, later on, you're going to show us how to make. You're going to make.
Wow.
Yes, you're going to make your
keep talking.
secret. No, I know, because you're not going to sell your secret to the brownies, but you're going to tell us what we could do with the brownies.
And a lot of tips.
And a lot of
Making
tips
your
about
own.
brownies. Yeah, and we look forward to it. Look at this display. It's just beautiful. Thank you, Bobby.
It smells so good in here.
Can you talk? Or you want me to take it?
No, I'm going to go.
Okay, all right.
No, because I'm so excited for this segment.
You know, I love the sport. There's not a day that goes by that I don't miss being on the ice and training. Not a day that
You
goes
miss
by.
training?
I miss it every single day.
How hard is that? I
It's
mean,
very
arduously.
difficult. It was very difficult, but it's, you know, it's just it's a part of who I was for so long, and you become accustomed to it, and you like it. Plus, when you're training that hard, you literally can eat whatever you want.
Okay.
I look at this, and I'm very distracted.
I'm going to keep bribing you. How many brownies will it take to get you to come back in 2014? We're going to keep going. Don't answer me yet. I'm going to not add zeros. I'm going to add brownies.
Do I have a minute to eat it?
A minute
What's
to
going on?
eat it.
Look, if I moved all these over there, would you come back in 14? Is there any chance? Like, would you?
No, it's too late. I mean, the games are in February. They're in Sochi, Russia. I'll be doing some commentary work with NBC there.
I know
Very
people.
excited.
I can get you in still.
I hear you know people. Come on.
I can make calls. Come on.
Oh,
No,
you
we miss you representing our country and us, and you brought such charisma to the sport itself.
Thank you.
I am able to identify the smartest person in the room very quickly.
Is he sitting next to you?
Right? Elijah was like, well, what's up? I'm going to just jump in. Hope you guys don't mind. He sees the brownies. And welcome
have
to
a
the
treat.
counter. It's so nice to have you here. For years, cupcakes have topped all the dessert trends, but our next guest is proving how brownies may be the next big thing. And here to show us how we can take our brownies from grocery to gourmet is the owner of the Beverly Hills Brownie Company, Bobby Greenfield. Welcome.
And Bobby, she already has a massive fan base all over. She has people like Ryan Seacrest, Usher, and Jennifer Gardner. They all come into the shop. It's a sweet little shop right on Rodeo, and you can't pass the window. You just can't, because when you walk by, this is what you see.
Wow. Thank you.
So we have a tape of Jennifer or a picture. Please, please bring them in. Yes, everybody gets their own little box of the Beverly Hills.
Joy.
And
I'm
very excited. I see tableware.
you won't need the tableware.
Everything.
Just
Everything.
hands. All hands.
It's all, yeah.
Can we see a picture of Jennifer Gardner in your shop? I think we have one there. There she is. Oh, yeah, I would have so taken.
Lovely.
So explain to everybody what sets your brownies apart from all the other brownies.
Well, they don't look like your typical brownies.
They do not.
Because they're not. I would say the first thing that sets them apart is there are 22 different flavors. Soon to be, in about 2 minutes, I'm going to tell you about flavor number 23, a brand new flavor we're rolling out.
Wow.
But the other thing is that they're hand-formed, and they're baked in these special pans that I engineered so that every brownie would have an edge and a gooey center on every side.
The best word, the edge.
And Mark was telling me about his plight of never getting that bite of edge. As the kid in the family who was the youngest, I got home to the plate last, and I got the pile of goo, and all I ever wanted was just one little bite of an
There's
edge.
something there for everybody, because I like the goo. You like
And you
the
have
edges.
it all.
You have it all.
Exactly, you have it all. So they're hand-formed, and
But what I like about your story is, and that I heard you tell Bobby Flay that, and you've told me this too, that you went through about 240 recipes before you came up with the right one.
well, it's my recipe.
Yeah, you're right. No, I
And
know.
on the red velvet,
Yeah.
There's a lot of chemistry involved in baking, and that was not my strong suit in school. But nonetheless, you start and you have to pay attention to what variables you change, and you can only change one at a time. So that did take me 241 tries.
Wow.
And my daughter, who is my chief taster and without whom I wouldn't have a single brownie, would very patiently come over at 1 in the morning in her pajamas and say, "You're not quite there yet, Mom." And it's not
But you know what? You guys are, so why don't you take out a sample and try one. Now, these can be shipped around the country.
They are. You know, we started 4 years ago primarily as an online business, and we had just a few flavors. A year ago, when we opened our store at 315 North Beverly Drive, we had 12 flavors, and I thought that was pretty good.
That is great, but you know what we want to do
now we
today?
have
Because
12.
we want to make sure that we can take these brownies, and you're showing everybody how we can make gourmet brownies out of them. We can take the original brownie and make it into something special.
Right. So whether you start from scratch or you go buy a great mix, and there are great mixes in the market, most of them, you want to start with a classic, like our Simply Classic brownie, a traditional chocolate brownie.
They're all like kids sitting there. Look at that.
How is it?
Mine's not fair because I got really quiet with my son.
Which
means I get mine.
They're all like little kids.
And I would just point out to you, by the way, not all brownies are brown. This is an all vanilla brownie. We call it pure platinum.
I want that.
So all different things. This starts as our basis, and to get to that, we start with a batter, and the batter is
this the batter or is this the batter?
This is the finished batter, but it starts with a melt of yummy, delicious chocolate and butter. Then it gets sugar, eggs. Real simple. One thing I would tell people, they kind of forget, don't mix it a lot. Most people want to fluff it, and it makes
Just
it dry.
until the flour's mixed?
Yeah. So we'll get right into making the salted caramel, and with that, I do a lot of stuff with scoopers. Another thing people don't necessarily know about brownie batter, you can make it and refrigerate it, and then use it later.
Can you freeze it?
You can freeze it.
The batter?
You can.
Okay.
And then you can take it out when you're ready. So I'll let you do some of these, Christina.
Oh,
but
thank
you're just
you.
going to take a level scoop.
A level
These
scoop.
cute little cups can be bought.
Where can you get
and
these?
you can bake right in them. Online, there's a number of stores, but the one we get them from is Surface in Culver City.
Surface, that's the best
So we're
store,
scooping a little bit of that, and then Christina's going to take some of our Beverly Hills Brownie Company salted caramel, and you can just pick a piece off.
Pick a piece.
Right off the sheet?
Yes.
Like,
You tell me.
Yeah, let me try. Let me just
Can you go and test it, make sure it's all
Make sure
right?
it's safe.
yeah,
You have to let us know if it's okay.
this is a test kitchen.
So you put it on top, or do you push it in?
These are going to be a layered brownie. A lot of people just assume a brownie is plain or it has frosting. So this is a scoop of batter, a little.
This step right here.
You wouldn't? You would just...
The brownie batter is pretty amazing.
To the couch, to the
And then you're
refrigerator,
just going to put another layer of batter on top of it. And then these are all going to get baked.
Okay, at what temperature
And
and for
they're
how
going to
long?
bake at 350. About 12 minutes, they're going to come out. And then they get another hit of the
Another
caramel
one?
on top.
Now, do you put that on when it's hot?
Hot, so
Okay.
it's baked for 12 minutes, and that goes on. It comes out, it's all melted and yummy and gooey, and then we're going to put a little sea salt on top.
Oh, like salted caramel, that's what you're doing. Do
And
you
it
have
is,
anything in the
it
oven?
is salted caramel. So, and
Is there anything?
Bobby doesn't know we have a magic oven here.
I do know about your man. It makes a little jingle.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
here you
does.
go.
It's a nice
It
little
does.
sound.
Here you
Along with
go.
our refrigerator.
Go ahead.
I don't want to go in front of you. Voila.
Oh.
They have it in their bag. So there you go.
Look at that.
So let me take this out. What, do we put that on top of here? Yeah.
So that's a
Where are
layer.
you going with that?
That's a
That's
layered
too
brownie.
far away.
Oh,
That's too
here
far away.
you go, you big baby boy.
Well, just saying,
Here
you
you
know,
go.
Elijah's up here. He was asking about it, right?
by loving this section.
So the next thing we're going to do
This
is
is none of your
frost a
business.
brownie and take it from being...
What is that? Look, what is that, Mark?
That
What
is
that?
the batter, right?
This is his favorite section.
So is it better to refrigerate it? Because I've never done that.
It's not better, it's not worse, it's a convenience thing. So if you want to put some batter and scoop it and put it in the refrigerator, then when your kid comes home from school, presto, you put it in and you bake it in 15 minutes, you've got brownies.
Yeah,
Hot
mine-
brownies, and
mine
so
never
it
makes
can
it to
just
the
stay there for a
oven.
very long time. You know, one of the things that make brownies different than cake is that they're so dense and moist.
Yes.
And that's because they have a high ratio of sugar. So they ship beautifully, they keep beautifully, you can freeze them. The brownies, when
But
they're
what do we put on
made.
top of these?
So these we're going to put, have you ever seen a black and white cookie?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we have our version of a black and white brownie. Today we're doing black and white on brown.
Okay.
And it's a California version of a New York cookie. That's exactly right.
I noticed that right away. I was like, it's like a black and white cookie.
And we actually do a fair amount of things with fingers.
Yes.
No shame in that.
Christina, eat up because you're going to be working out in a little bit.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just
extra. Take your finger, dip it in a little water,
and then just kind of
and
smooth
smush it around.
All right. And
there
then
you
where's
go.
the chocolate come in?
And here's
Bobby?
the chocolate. Here you go. There's the chocolate side.
Wow.
Do the same thing
Okay,
with
like
that.
a black and white cookie.
And then to give it our Beverly Hills pizzazz, because after all, the reason our brownies are so pretty is how could they be in Beverly Hills and not be pretty?
Right.
We have these beautiful little chocolate shaving curls. Again, you can find these in specialty stores anywhere, but all of a sudden, presto, something
Look at
goes
this.
from
Look
looking...
at that. Isn't that beautiful? It looks like a little black and white cookie. You're right, it
Got the
does.
white ones.
You
And
can
then
get
white
Bobby's salted caramel recipe and more of her baking tips on our website, hallmarkchannel.com/home and family. And you can you can also visit beverlyhillsbrownie.com
Yeah,
to get more treats for yourself. You can just order away. Thank you so much for being here, Bobby. I'm going to keep
you.
these, and I may take that
Thank
with
you
me.
all. Enjoy.
Yeah, right. Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to create actually, Christina, some very chic chandeliers from flower baskets. You're coming your way. I need a